up on Much Music, we have an interview with Tangerine Dream. Guests today are Tangerine Dream, beginning on the left with Edgar Froese, who's the founder of the group.
That's correct.
And you play, let me see, keyboards and guitar with the group Linda Spa, saxophone and keyboards, and Edgar's son Jerome Froese, keyboards and guitar. Welcome.
Thank you.
The first thing I wanted to ask you is whether you saw Kiss last night.
Sorry?
Did you see the Kiss show last night?
Oh, we couldn't. We've heard that they're in town, and we would have gone, but we couldn't because of the rehearsal.
Right. Well, they have been together for 20 years, and you've been around for 25, which is a very long time for a band.
Right.
And I wondered, what is the secret to your longevity?
It's simply because you have to run through a couple of incarnations, if you're together for such a long time. So not all of the people I've worked with are with us, today. Obviously you've got a couple of changes. But what kept us alive, or what kept the name Tangerine Dream alive, is there are so many ideas about music, the electronic synthesizers, acoustic music, film music, touring. So there's a lot of work to do.
Right. What's interesting is that in this day and age, your alternative music comes in and out.
Yes.
With the synthesizers, because right now there's a tendency to go back to acoustic guitar. So what do you make of all that, with the ups and downs of being a specialist in electronics?
It's funny because if a rock band touches the first time a synthesizer, it's brand new. It's like a new baby.
Right.
And if we, after all those years, go a bit into the acoustics, using a lot of guitars, using saxophones, that's very adventurous to us. So it's the other way around, So it's quite simple. It's very simple.
Now, when did you start experimenting with this particular form of music? Was it in 1967 that you realized that this is what you wanted to do?
Yeah. It's very hard for us. It was very hard to get out of Europe, in general. We always wanted to get out, and reach some other aims. But naturally, with the music we've done at that period of time, we never could have done that way. So we had to switch over to a new kind of style. And so we founded the electronics. That's where we started, but never lost the conventional side, never lost the interest in playing natural instruments. Right.
It must have been interesting for your son, Jerome, because he's following in your footsteps, and he probably saw you through all your experimentation. So tell me a little bit about what it's like to have a father who's so into the electronics. Did you know right away that you wanted to play with him?
Oh, yes. I've gone on every tour with Tangerine Dream, and I saw the concerts, and one day I started to make music by myself. And first I played guitar, and then I switched over to synthesizer and guitar too. And yes, one day he heard my compositions and he asked me, okay, let's make something together.
This is great. And Linda, how did you become involved?
I came to the band in the year of 1990 for one concert in Berlin, and since that moment we work together.
Isn't that interesting? You play the saxophone.
Yes.
Did you think that you'd be doing something like this? This is another thing, with such a well-known and respected group of people, because they go back to 1967. Did you think for a moment that you would be involved in something like that?
No, never.
You're on a big tour right now.
Yeah, we're starting, it's actually the first date of the tour here in North America, and we started here in Toronto.
Isn't that nice?
It's absolutely great. I don't say that just because we are here,
Yes.
I say it because we love the Canadian audience, I guess it's our third or fourth visit into Toronto, Montreal, Quebec, and it's always great to be here. We're here since a couple of days, and
right.
We love town.
I hope you're enjoying it.
Oh, yeah,
you could catch Kiss them. Well, this is Raccoon, which is your latest. And tell me a little bit about this one. What makes it different from some of the others that you've done?
Oh, the main difference is that we've taken a little departure from the pure electronic side of the band, So we really moved into drums, into guitars, into wind instruments, And which is, I mean, it's very normal for all the other bands. For us, it's not so normal because it's a new step into a different direction. You know, working just with synthesizers, big computers, it's something, you know. But working just with the human side of the music is
well,
something
this is
completely
interesting.
different.
Yeah, it leads me to my next question is, which is, how many rock bands have come to you for, you know, for information on electronics, for instance?
Oh, yeah.
Who have you influenced?
Yes, quite. I mean, not if I would name them all, you know,
Really?
we would continue for. Oh yeah, we are in touch with, I don't know, 20, 25 big bands, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and we know each other, we respect each other, which is, I guess, the most important thing, so that one is not so arrogant to say, okay, you're doing that, you know, it's not my field of music, you're doing that. I mean, it's particularly in America, it's completely different. People respect each other for what they're doing, not for what they're, you know, stand up in the public, you know. So each of us know each other and know what the capabilities are and what the musicianship really is all about, and that's what I like very much.
Very nice. We're going to give the Canadian public just a taste of what you do.
Yeah.
This is called Optical Race. Is there anything you'd like to say before we play it about this particular video?
It's a record we started a bit to change the music about 4 years ago, and it was the first release on the private music label, which we now left, and we are now on the Miramar label.
Right.
So that is something we started the last tour with.
Wonderful. Here it is.
Okay.
That was Tangerine Dream with Optical Race, and tonight you're performing at the Music Hall in Toronto.
Right.
And this is your first show?
It's the first show
Oh,
tonight,
this
yeah.
is wonderful. I'm glad you chose Toronto as your start. And next you will be in Montreal at the Wilfrid Pelletier Centre. That's October 5th. And then in Quebec, October 6th at the Grand Théâtre. So I wish you all the best of luck, and I'll see you next time. Next time
Thank
you
you.
come
Thank
through.
you.
Good luck on your tour. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you, Edgar.
Bye-bye.